Cecilia Wong. Today my presentation is going to be about my project I made for Codevour, which is a game called EcoFun. This game is basically about life on land and underwater and about the dangers and learning about the dangers of throwing trash everywhere. And this game is about throwing trash properly in their bin. For this project, I don't really use any hardware. The problem is that many people still throw trash everywhere, basically at the environment, on land and underwater, which causes pollution and damages the environment. The solution is that by using this game, it will be able to teach everyone about the dangers of throwing trash at the environment and how to prevent from this happening, and also about pollution. My project is made by me, and I don't really use any references to other games. The USP is basically that it will be able to teach children to be aware of the dangers of throwing trash at the environment, basically on land and underwater. Thank you. Let's get started with introducing my project, which is a game called EcoFun. Here is the information about the game. As you can see, this game is to show how bad pollution can be to the environment and how we can help the environment. There are many kinds of effects for the environment if we don't take care of it properly. This game will show some information about pollution on land and underwater, the effects, and how we can help the environment. Here are some examples. If we throw trash underwater, marine life will be harmed. If we throw trash on land, the soil will be polluted. More detailed information will appear during this game. This is where we can adjust the sound. And this game will also have some characters like Fungi, Stumpy, Nemo, and Dory. Let's get started. Here is the introduction with dialogue for the on-land life for the game. Here are the instructions. Basically, we have to put the trash in the correct place. If we don't put it in the correct place, we lose points. But if we put it in the right place, we get more points, which is basically 3. We lose 5 points if we do it wrong. There will also be a difficulty mode where we can choose between difficulty 1 and 3. We have to get all the trash before the timer runs out. We basically need to get the score to 8 minimum. It will start on easy when we begin the game, and the timer will be for 60 seconds. So basically, if we don't meet the minimum requirement, which is basically 8 points, we will lose the game and it will be game over. But you can always try again. This is something important that we need to remember, which is the red bin will be plastic, blue bin will be paper, and the green bin will be waste. Let's play the game. Let's start on difficulty 3 first. Now, as you can see, if I put the plastic in the wrong bin, which is the paper bin, we will lose 5 points. But if I put it in the right bin, it will increase the amount of points by 3. So let's see what happens if we lose and don't meet the minimum requirement. as you can see, this is what happens when we lose the game. Which is why it's very important for us to remember the colors of the bins since the pictures don't show up completely. But if we lose, we can always try again and reset the game. This time, let's see what happens when we win the game by meeting the minimum requirement of 8 or more. As you can see, this is what happens when we win the game. We will be able to continue the story and learn more about the life on land. Now that we've finished with learning life on land, we will be able to learn and go next to underwater. As you can see, this is the 2 new characters that will be here, which is Nemo and Dory. The instructions are the same, basically. Let's start the game. This is what happens when we lose. It will be game over, but like before, we will be able to try again. And this is what happens when we win. The dialogue will almost be the same, but it's basically different since this is more about underwater. Now that we finished both of the game modes, we can replay the game like before, where all the characters are here and we get to choose which one to pick. If we go to on land, we will be able to go to the game like before, the same gameplay. But if you want to switch your gameplay to underwater, then we will be able to go to the underwater gameplay. And yeah, it will also be the same for on land. We can go to different difficulties, and that's it. Enjoy the game. Thank you.